Good evening guys, welcome back to my channel Technical Videos. Hope everyone is doing good. So today's video is going to be specific to only automobile enthusiasts. So I'm one of the automobile enthusiasts. So basically this is specific to only the car related guys. So in this video we'll talk about ECM or ECU. People call it as ECM or some people call it as ECU and some people are calling it as ECM. So ECU and ECM, so this is the brain of car engine actually. So ECU is nothing but engine control unit, or ECM is nothing but engine control module. So what does this ECU or ECM do exactly in your car? So basically we always think that when we accelerate the car will go, when we decelerate the car will stop. It's not the case. There is something called ECM which works behind, so to control all the activities of engine for your car. So these ECMs, so I'll try to explain in layman words. So what does exactly ECM do? ECM continuously monitors all your engine components, like the engine speed and then the engine temperature, and all these are calculated through different sensors. So these sensors sends the data to ECM or ECU, and then ECU sends the response to different components, and then it will optimize the engine's performance based on these inputs from the sensors it gets. So this is the basic functionality of ECM. So we'll go in depth and try to understand how this ECM works in your car engine. Okay, let's see what all ECM controls in your car basically. So ECM engine control module controls many other functions in your car, basically almost everything in your car basically. So the ignition control, the main, how much amount of fuel has to be given to each cylinder to optimize the fuel efficiency. So that is obviously controlled by ECM, the first important thing. And then the second thing, ignition timing. Ignition timing is also controlled by ECM, like when to give the spark to each cylinder. So this is all. Accessory management is handled by ECM. Accessory management in the sense, so all the accessories inside your car, your power windows, your infotainment system, everything is controlled by ECM itself. And then equipment in your car, basically the airbags and the seat belt pretensioners, all these things are again controlled by ECM. So and then what else? Anti-lock braking system, your ABS system is controlled by ECM. So anti-lock braking system, nowadays anti-lock braking system is the standard feature for almost all the cars. ABS module will coordinate with the ECM module, and then they'll operate seamlessly with the vehicle speed actually. And then ECM controls the emission of your car. So basically for the diesel cars, nowadays we are showing, so the diesel cars are facing more emission norms, the BS6 norms. So the emission controlled by ECM itself again. And the diagnostic management is controlled by ECM. Basically whatever the errors you see on instrument cluster is basically coming from ECM itself. So these error codes will be sent to the ECM, and then ECM will start displaying it on our instrument cluster. And one more best example for ECM is, especially in automatic cars, the shifting of the gears based on the speed is controlled by ECM again. So the transmission control, the entire transmission is controlled by ECM in automatic cars. Whatever the DCT, IVT, and all these technologies we are seeing in automatic cars, right? So all these are completely controlled by ECM module itself, right? You cannot start the car without ECM. So you can't even crank the car without ECM. So ECM, the first signal has to be given by ECM, then only your car will start cranking. So yeah, your car's immobilizer is controlled by ECM. So without ECM you cannot do anything in your car, not even your electronics, not even the engine, nothing works on your car without ECM. These are the major functionalities of the ECM inside your car. So even your automatic climate control will be controlled by ECM. Okay guys, so I'll give you a best example of working of ECM actually. So I think we all know about limp mode, right? I think the car guys will know about the limp mode. So limp mode is something which will get activated in almost all the modern cars whenever some serious problem is detected by. So what does this limp mode do? So the limp mode actually limit all the activities, major activities inside the car whenever some serious problem is detected by engine. So basically it will reduce your speed. You can't drive more than 40 kilometers per hour, and then it will shut all the unnecessary electric components, and it will limit your transmission also. So it will make you to drive only in a single gear. So basically it will limit almost all the activities which are not necessary at the current point of time, to not to further damage your engine. So this limp mode will get activated through ECM itself. So when different sensors send different signals to ECM saying that the engine is getting some serious problem, getting into some serious problem. Then ECM immediately responds to these inputs from sensors, and then which will make ECM to activate the limp mode immediately, and then it will limit all the activities. So I think this is the best example I can give about ECM. And we have already talked about many things which will be controlled by ECM, but this is the real-time example I'm giving it to you for the better understanding purpose. So almost all the major components are controlled by ECM. So yeah, this is a brief video about ECM. So I hope you like the video, especially the car guys will like this video a lot compared to the non-car guys. So I think I have given some valuable information about ECM. So thank you so much.